Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, President Hakainde Hichilema's relationship with the Catholic Church has been very colorful in this past year, 2024. And as we enter 2025, it seems like another article has been put up by Shishua, co-signed by John Sangwa. So as you may remember, earlier on in 2024, there was the back and forth between the Catholic Church, between the UPND, and also between the Archbishop Banda, the one that you see on the right, and President Hakainde Hichilema, and people have been trying to rectify this relationship. At some point, President Hakainde Hichilema met up with a good number of Catholic bishops, but the Archbishop you see on screen wasn't part of that particular meeting. So the Patriotic Fund put up this article. They say President Hakainde Hichilema is aggressively been lobbying for the removal of Archbishop Alik Banda Sangwa and Shishua. So, Your Excellency, Archbishop Percy, because there is an inquiry that has come from Vatican that visited State House today, and probably that's why that letter was written by those two individuals that you see there. So let me try to expand this so that you guys can see. So that's John Sangwa and that's Shishua, who are credited with that particular article here, which was published by the Patriotic Fund. So, Your Excellency, the attempt by the Zambian government to discredit the Archbishop of Lusaka Diocese, Dr. Alik Banda, and to have him removed from his position. The campaign has been escalated to lobbying the Holy to see the removal of Archbishop from his position. So pretty much instigating to say the UPND and the UPND government reaching out to the Vatican to have the bishop removed. We, Dr. Shishua and John Sangwa, SC, are writing to express our concern about the Zambian government's current campaign to discredit Archbishop Alik Banda of Lusaka. This campaign escalated by lobbying of pretty much they repeat the same sentence. So they've written to the Archbishop. But in other news, Dorothy, if you may be aware, she's been training the past 48 hours because there was news that circulated to say she was intending to contest elections in Petauke, and then she decided to say she's not starting off 2025 with assumptions and things that are not clarified. So she gave you guys as a New Year present clarity of where she stands. So she simply put it, I am not standing just there. So she put up an article just an hour ago, which has gone viral on various platforms and been reposted. So this is what she said. So Petauke, since Christmas Day, there's been a lot of speculation about the position and candidature for Petauke Central election. It has been very humbling to read all the wonderful messages sent direct to me from all Zambians and beyond, encouraging me to contest again. I am particularly humbled by the show of support from the United Party for National Development, UPND, a gesture I do not take for granted. So she simply acknowledges the UPND that reached out to have her as a candidate. And she goes further to say, Petauke Central has been very special to me after serving diligently since 2006. The record will show how many roads, bridges, schools, clinics, hospitals were built under the water for all. Hundreds and boreholes were sunk, working with NGOs, women and children, safety brought to and from. Our agenda was always to improve the lives of Petauke residents through clean and adequate water supply, food security, increased access to education, and health and family responsibility to prevent to private sector expansion. You will recall that since 2021, I have not been in active politics. Thus, on 30th August 2024, the day of my book launch, I informed the nation through Hot FM radio that if there were any by-elections in Petauke Central, my name would not be on the ballot due to other priorities, she says. My name will not be on the ballot. On 6th February 2025, I remain indebted to the people of Petauke Central with whom I worked well. She simply reiterates the point to say she's not contesting. I have trust that I have trust as they go to the polls. Petauke voters, such as myself, will consider seriously the lack of representation the past months of electable stable candidate to benefit from the national cake. I will continue to champion development issues in Petauke and nation at all, and the whole nation. As we enter a new year, I will also continue to consult with people of Eastern Province on how best we can engage all stakeholders on development issues now and into the future. Happy New Year. I remain blessed. Doris Leah. So she simply says she's not contesting in as much as the UPND reached out and everyone else was encouraging her. She has no plans of becoming a member of parliament. Probably she has eyes on the bigger target, becoming president. But anyway, that's a statement coming from Doris Leah as things stand with regard to the Petauke seat. And as you remember, when we started this broadcast, I was stating the tumultuous relationship that has existed between the UPND government and also the Catholic Church, and the relationship between Archbishop Banda and Hakainde Hichilema. And there's an inquiry that was at State House today, and the president had this to say. We are deeply honored to host our final, yet most distinguished visitor of 2024, and His Excellency Apostolic and then Archbishop, Ambassador of His Holy to see the Republic of Zambia. So a representation from Vatican was at State House as the final meeting of 2024, and that's what the president was referring to. The upcoming year, 2025, holds a great significance for Zambia and the Holy See, as it marks a milestone of 60 years of friendship and diplomatic relationships. So the 60 years of the Catholic Church in Zambia in particular, it refers to there. Zambia acknowledges receipt of His Holy Pope Francis' message on the 50th World Day of Peace and observed on January 1st. He simply says there was a letter that came from Vatican, that came with these people, that came from the Pope, and then the Ministry of Information has also said something, say President Hakainde Hichilema receives a peace message from Pope Francis. So you can see, probably that's what that letter that came from Shishua and John Sangwa was referring to. Say there was correspondence between President Hakainde Hichilema and the Pope trying to get Archbishop removed. And so that's a letter that came from State House, published, stating to say the Pope had written to President Hakainde Hichilema. So President receives Pope Francis' message of peace, and that's the letter you see there. While this mouse sample is advocating for a TikToker that's been arrested. He's been doing a lot of campaigns. So if no one has been allowed to take food or money to him, then what has he been eating? He asked the question. The YB guy. While this Hari Kalaba took time this afternoon to visit my colleagues Nixon Chilangwa and Donald Chitotela at Mukobeko Maximum Prison in Kabwe. And right after that, he's been doing a lot of prison visits. He says he just visited GBM and Honorable Bongan Lusambo at Mwembeshi Maximum Prison. Though in good spirits, Honorable GBM requires immediate medical attention. The congestion in prison is also worrying. That is Hari Kalawa's feedback. He did a lot of prison visits right before the year 2024 ends, as we start 2025. That's what he did as gesture. And then obviously, President Hakainde Hichilema, don't complain about rains, floods better than drought. That's in the news diggers statement attributed to the president. Say it's better to have droughts than rains. And what else is in the news? 6 escaped from police cell. That's in the Real Times. And 2024, a period of missteps, failed foresight. UPND's failures were glaring, and opposition's ineffectiveness is equally troubling, not Singoi. So he simply says the UPND's failure is very evident, and what is the opposition is also confused pretty much. So it's a tit for tat in that regard. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. Have a prosperous 2025.